Hi everyone, Bernard here with the Citizen vlog. Another delve into this Got Not Got, The Lost World of Manchester City, the great book from Derek Hammond and Gary Silke, and just some bits in there we have a quick look through and see what we can remember and what I can remember. There's a couple of things I remember today, but not something else. There's something that I don't quite remember. We usually have a look at three things, don't we, in one of these? We sort of have a quick look. And what they're remembering is the theme. Well, they're on about the theme tune from Granada's kickoff, and it's do doodle do doodle do 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 do. And I can't remember. I mean, I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and find what it is. But if you know it, sing it to yourself now, because I can't remember the theme tune to Granada's kickoff. I mean, it's showing some obviously images of sitting Gerald Sinstadt. Remember the Gerald Sinstadt with the glasses? Look at them glasses. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so if you remember the theme tune to Granada's kickoff, you sing it, you'll be on your mind now, won't it? You'll be singing it all the time. Yeah, I mean, it brings back millions of mass memories of roast beef and Yorkshire puddings. Obviously, it was on a Sunday afternoon for an endless trail of nostalgic types who give it a spin on YouTube. So you can get all these on YouTube. Obviously, there was little room for manoeuvre in the editing suite back then. The main game, however, incident-packed or dull, ran for 15 minutes up to half-time ad break, followed by another quarter of an hour for the second half. So you should get half an hour of the game. Part 3 brought 15 minutes of a game from another ITV region. So obviously you pick a Granada region and you get one of the hopefully better games from somewhere else, Yorkshire or down south, Thames TV or stuff down there. Hugh Johns was the smoky voice of ATV Star Soccer. Tyne Tees was Kenneth Wolstenholme on Shoot, while LWT's The Big Match was fronted by Brian Moore, obviously. So all familiar names if you were a soccer fan in those times. Soccer? Well, I've got American, a football fan in those times. After part 4's brief highlights of another game, maybe Norwich or Ipswich from Angley's Match of the Week with Jerry Harrison and a roundup of results. The weekend seemed almost over. Dozens of games went untelevised every weekend, and that's why seeing your team was so special. It was not like now where you can just you get disappointed now if you can't watch your team if you can't get to the match, don't you? Which is why City fans who are lucky enough to work from home, everyone's working from home at the moment, well, most people, sneaking off to YouTube to find clips from the actual matches. Yeah, so I've put kickoff into YouTube and you'll come up with some great stuff there. There's a great picture there of that's Rodney Marsh going to the crowd. It leads us on to our next thing. Look at these things. Yeah, we're talking jam jar lids, and I sort of remember this, but I don't know. Look at who we got there. We got four people there, 4 players. Can you name the 4? It was just have a look at the end if you can figure out who they are. Can you name those 4 players? Don't look at the writing there in case it told you. But yeah, Hartley's. It was Hartley's. Obviously had strawberry jam. Was already yummy enough without them coming up with further incentive for us to consume it even more greedily. The introduction of footballers' faces to the lids during the 71-72 season was marketing genius. So it was. There was a lot of jam and a major expense for parents watching every half a new P, but we ploughed through it somehow. Yeah, 71-72, I think decimalisation been in for a couple of years now, hasn't it? A jam sandwich was one of the few culinary treats you could prepare without parental guidance. It was. I used to have brown sauce sandwiches as well. Remember, and if we were really desperate, I'd put sugar on between some bread as well. If we were a bit poor in our house, so jam was a rare treat, obviously. And the more you slapped between the slices, the near you were to the next fantastic lid. And if you were too full of Mother's Pride or Hovis, Mother's Pride, remember that, for another sandwich, but couldn't wait to get your hands on the lid with a City player on, which I've just shown you then. There was one great City player on it. You could always dip a spoon in and steal a couple of more inches. Nom, nom, nom. I never did that. I never stuck a spoon in jam. Jam for me was jam buses. That was it. I didn't particularly think of the sticking a spoon in that. I'll tell you who those players are in a minute. And then we got the wonderful, well, who can forget these? I used to get the Shoot magazine, obviously, and obviously Papers did them as well. And the Lion Football League, obviously, probably from the 40s, 50s, the Lion. But obviously we're talking these little babies, aren't we? League ladders where you could clip them in. Look, City top. You could put City top of the league whether they were or not. It didn't matter. Always looked good. It's the only time we, mainly in the 70s. Obviously, it was the only time we perhaps could put City top of the league. We came close a couple of times, didn't we? But yeah, league ladders, fantastic. And they used to have a little information on the tab. I mean, there's a City one, Ground Main Road, Manchester 4. But I remember them having little other bits of information on as well. The nicknames and stuff like that. So yeah, league ladders. There was more to your youthful flights of league ladder-related fantasy than mere self-centred feel-good relish. There was also the bottom of Scottish League Division 2 to consider. So, yeah, so you could do them all. I mean, yeah, I did them all when I had them. I didn't just stick with the first division or where City were at the time I was doing this. And we were quite proudly there for a long time in the first division in the 60s, 70s, and some of the 80s. Not much of the 80s. Yeah, so you could do all the other divisions as well. There were a good old English emotion known as Schadenfreude took over, where you found United among a cluster of clubs such as Dirty Leeds, Chelsea and Liverpool, not to mention every other side that had put one over on City in the past 3 seasons. Gifted to us in the build-up to a season's big kick-off. Yeah, he got them before the season started by Shoot or Roy of the Rovers, another thing I used to get, Roy of the Rovers. Or one of the old school shoot 'em up comics such as Lion or Valiant. There you are. I used to get the Victor. I don't think you got them in the Victor. That was obviously of my age, you used to get the Victor. Fantastic comic. The empty league ladders came first, closely followed over a number of weeks with the small cardboard team tabs designed to be slotted into their ever-changing slot. I think they were quite sturdy. Yeah, I don't think they were dead cheap. I think they lasted quite well, to be honest with you. They did really well with them. In the days before computers, even before teletext, the appeal of being able to stare at the league table was considerable. But after the 3rd or 4th week, updating your league ladders became a bit too much like hardware. No, I mean, I was pretty dedicated. I think once I had these ladders, I was pretty dedicated to doing these sort of things. I've always been a bit of a geeky thing and doing, as you can tell from my collections and various things. But yeah, I love doing it. I know, if I start the season, I'll finish it. That's my like my scrapbooks. Obviously, I did 5 seasons of scrapbooks, and once I started, I had to finish the season. So yeah, dedication. That's when you could see what it would look like if East Fife was somehow suddenly transported to second in the league behind its natural eternal leaders, Swansea in the first division and Burnley in the 4th, and all those lesser Lancashire clubs mysteriously close to going out of business. Pointless, crowdless, hopeless, as God intended. So yeah, I mean that's great. I mean that's the Lion one there. You can see a little bit more of the Lion one sort of linked together, where you get all the different divisions. Absolutely fantastic league ladders. Yeah, so that was good. Jam lids. I don't think many people have got those jam lids left about, have they? These days. I need to know who those pictures are now, don't we? Who's on the pictures? So now, obviously, we're talking Billy Bremner, aren't we? There, did you get Billy Bremner? Well, obviously, there's 2 City connections, wasn't there? Obviously, we've got Alan Ball there at the top. Won the World Cup, Did you know? I don't think he ever mentioned it, but he actually won the World Cup as well. And I think that gentleman, obviously Celtic fans would probably know, Scottish fans would probably know, but there's some names on here, and it's actually Jimmy. I think it's Jimmy Johnston. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's the only name I could think it is, because he's not particularly familiar to me. And of course, look at that in the England tracksuit top there. We've got King Colin, haven't we? Colin Bell, fantastic. So I'd eat me jam just to get him, but as I say, I sort of remember it, but not too much. Anyway, hope you enjoy that little look at Got Not Got, The Lost World of Manchester City, and we'll look at 3 other things soon, and please check back. There's 2 or 3 of these already out there, so please have a look. Just something of interest, just a bit of fun looking back at Got Not Got, The Lost World of Manchester City. Absolutely fantastic book, and just keep your eye out for it if you want your own copy of that as well. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on, I've got 2 accounts. You can follow me on either. It's at Charles Dineen, Dineen spelled D-I-N-N-N, or at nostalgia_movie, which is obviously based on my little movie vlogs and TV drama vlogs I do as well, if you're any interest in that, as well as stuff on Manchester City. And please, I'm on Facebook at Burns and email links to moviegamenostalgia.com, which is my website for old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1990s and 2000s. I've got hundreds and hundreds on there, and thousands of obviously movies and movie posters, and obviously old board games, retro board games, Parkers, like from Parker, Waddington's, MB games from the 70s, 80s, 90s, etc. So if you can have a look at moviegamenostalgia.com, that one there, absolutely fantastic. Anyway, thanks for watching today. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourself, look after your friends, and more importantly, look after your family. And hopefully you can join me again very, very soon. And let's all look after each other at these trying times. This is Bernie saying goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Bye bye.